Yo, what it do? This is the new Wave Architect. I go by the name of FRENCHFRY. You probably heard of me cracking down Twitter Spaces, IG Lives, and SA Hip Hop Reloaded. But most importantly, right now, we're locked in with Atlanta's fast rising artist, all the way from the South. But he flew down to the South to actually spend some time with us over here. Goes by the name of Kato. I've been waiting to have this conversation because I really believe that the future is in safe hands. Like, his sound is freaking authentic, raw, and what he's coming with is gonna change the game. It's gonna take it all the way to the top, and he's gonna tell us the meaning of the highest point because that's what he represents. So without wasting too much time, Kato, bro, we're finally doing this, dog. Like, it's been days in the making, actually. But
weeks at this point. Yeah.
Weeks at this point, right? Yeah, weeks at this point, huh? So how I linked up with you was actually at Flame's listening experience. It was called the listening experience. It was very beautiful. We're out there, and you pulled up with LA Freshman.
Yes, sir.
And that's just how I knew that you family, because I knew Freshman's family, like Flame, New Regime. You know what I mean? So we chopped it up a bit, and from there I just knew that, damn, like, we got a lot of talking to do, you know, we got a lot of rolling out to do, because I feel like people down here deserve to hear your music. So before we get into that listening session experience from your side, tell us about, you know, when you arrived. Like, like, did you just pull up down here for the listening session, or was it just like a casual trip out here and, you know, you happen to be family with the boys and you ended up over there?
So shit, everything I do really, you know what I'm saying, is with a purpose. So I wouldn't say it was casual. About like 3-4 months ago, my homie Fresh hit me. Like, we was up in LA, I was at his crib. I be going up there, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with him a lot. So basically, like, he told me, like, yo, I'm going back to South Africa. It seemed like his last 2 trips out here with like Flame and Mello and Zucci and all them. So I was like, shit, dog, like, I'm trying to slide, you feel me? So we set the whole thing up, you feel me? Like, packed my shit up and got on the plane and got out here. So I was really coming out here with no expectations. I just really wanted to enjoy the experience, meet a lot of new people, experience the culture of South Africa, and really appreciate it. So, you know, that's kind of what I came out here for, and I feel like, you know, that's kind of what happened. I enjoy myself out here, and it's been a great time.
Yeah, so I'm hearing that when you guys actually got here, you arrived around about midnight. Was it 11 p.m. midnight? And you had to rush straight to a show. You had to get on stage, and the next day you were up, as if, you know, you did not have a hectic night like a few hours before that. Are you used to this already?
I'm true to this, not new to this. You know what I'm
true
saying?
to this.
Like,
shout out.
We do this rock star life.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we already knew coming out here. It's like, yo, like, we might touch down and we might have, you know, this, and that. So it's like, it's not really no time to think. It's not no time to be tired. Like, you just gotta be locked in and you gotta be going.
All right, dope. So you just said you're true to this, not new to this. Now, I want to take it all the way back, because right now, you're new to a lot of people watching from the screen, perhaps. But your story definitely dates way back, you understand? And we, like, very interested in finding out, where did it all start? As a matter of fact, I know you're from Atlanta. And out here in South Africa, yo, there's a lot of people from Atlanta that we look up to. Shout out to people like T.I., shout out to the Migos, shout out to Lil Baby, Gunna, Thugger. And you out here right now to actually tell us the real story. How's Atlanta like? Where in Atlanta are you from? And tell us how the music thing started, dog.
Yeah, man. So I say, like, I have a very artistic family, first and foremost. Like, I say it really starts when I think about it, about my grandma, you know what I'm saying? She played the organ in the church. So some of my earliest memories is like seeing her go crazy on like organ, you know, freestyles and solos in the church going crazy. And I'm like, yo, like, this is dope.
Yeah.
You feel me? On top of that, like you said, I'm from Southwest Atlanta. Shout out Zone 4. You feel me? Cascade Road, Exit 7. And like, you know, growing up as a kid in Atlanta, like you see Lil Jon popping off, like you see T.I. popping off, and it's like you look up to these guys. Like I remember one of my earliest memories, like I was in the 6th grade before school, and I like got on the cafeteria table and I took like $200 and I made it rain.
Yo.
And it's like in school, and it was like a private school. So imagine like what the chaos was like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this rap shit ain't new to me. Like I've been like this, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been freestyling since 6th grade. I think I picked the piano up in like 1st grade. Yeah. I've been in choir since kindergarten. I played the cello, I played the trumpet, you know what I mean? Like I said, freestyled in 6th grade, that never stopped. And then like, I really didn't start writing songs really till like 2 months ago, for real. Like I really just freestyled all my stuff.
So like every song that you put out till like 2 months ago was freestyle.
Off the dome.
That's crazy.
And you can ask Fresh, like some of our early sessions, cause I met him when I like really like started taking it serious about 3.5 years ago. And like I wouldn't write, I was just going to the booth and I was just like freestyle. You feel me? And I'd be like, put it out. Cause I like me as an artist, I like raw. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't like the like prim and proper, so like cleaned up, everything's perfect. Like I like it to be like, whoa, like, you feel me? Like you can hear my breaths in it. You can hear like, you feel me? Like sometimes it'd be like a little off beat, but like I like leaving it like that. Yeah, it's intentional.
Shout out. So Atlanta right now is probably known for that trap sound. There's actually been talk about where did trap originate from? Because a lot of people think trap is just a sound. Trap is like a lifestyle, you know? And you from Atlanta, you probably witnessed all of this growing up. You understand what it's all about. And you actually sent a shout out to Zone 4, right? We don't really know all of these zones like that. Unless maybe you Nasty C, like he spent some time out there. So who from Zone 4 made it out? You mentioned T.I.
T.I.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot. Outkast.
Outkast.
So Andre 3000, Big Boy, The Dungeon Family,
Okay.
Future, Lil Baby, 4PF. You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the, and sorry for anybody I left out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know everybody.
That's rich hip hop history, man.
Yeah, so those are some of the guys from Zone 4. So basically Atlanta is separated as a city by zone. So it's like zone 1 through 6. You feel me?
Okay.
And so I'm from zone 4, which is Southwest Atlanta.
Okay.
You feel me? So we call it the SWATs.
Why do you call it the SWATs?
Southwest Atlanta.
Southwest Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it's separated in 6 zones. And I mean, I know different like areas in South Africa, you'd know like, okay, if you go to extension 1, that's like the rough hood or something like that. Extension 2 is probably gonna be known for, I don't know, nice food. Extension 3 is gonna be known for this and that. Don't go there, you're gonna get mud type stuff. Like from wherever you're from, you are familiar with the different zones or extensions as we call it out here. So which areas of Atlanta is like known for hardcore? Yeah, the different things like the gang stuff, the crime.
So definitely like, you feel me? Like shout out YSL, shout out the Slimes, like Zone 6.
Okay.
Is that, you feel me? It's that like
Thug
Zone
life.
6, yeah. Them folks really like that shit you see on the videos, like they really doing that. And it's part of Zone 4 that's like that, but it's also, I would say there's also like half of Zone 4 that's like the most prosperous black part of the country.
Okay.
Like you see like the mayor down there, like they live down there, the doctors, the lawyers, like the celebrities live in Zone 4, you know what I'm saying? Like the black celebrities. So it's like, it's a lot of black wealth in Zone 4. And it's definitely like, you know what I'm saying, some gutter in Zone 4. Like I don't want to say it's not, but like that's what you see in Zone 4 for the most part. Like it's you know, it's some wealthy ass black people in Zone 4 for real. But as far as like gutter, like Zone 6.
Alright.
Like, you know, 21 Savage, Young Thug, like Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit for real.
Alright.
Like you ain't going there unless you know somebody. Type shit.
Real talk. Yeah. Alright, dope. Let's speak about the message now. So, you know, Gunna, Thug, yeah, they do they do speak about that gang stuff, and then a part of their music is gonna be about how they made it out, the life they living right now. Now you as an artist, now the focus is back to you. Before I actually get to what message you're putting out through your music, I want to know, did you like have, who were your influences outside of Atlanta? Because you know the music pool, specifically hip hop in the USA, is like freaking huge, dog. You know, and a lot of artists from different areas really made it big. So I'm just like interested in finding out who outside of Atlanta did you look up to, and maybe even why.
I would say outside of Atlanta, this is the thing, like a lot of the biggest inspiration comes from Atlanta. Like Future is one of my favorite artists. Andre 3000 historically is one of my favorite artists. But all time though, I'm gonna have to go with the guy like Kanye.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? Like Kanye to me is like pretty much like how I'm molding myself. Like, you know, I do clothing. I have a video production company. I do music, but it's like I'm a creator. Like I'm not just like, you know, cause I feel like folks be trying to say, because I'm a black man, it's like, oh, he's a rapper. And I be having to tell him like, no, like I'm making bands off videos. I'm making bands off clothes. Okay. I'm making bands off athletic training. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would say Kanye and Jay-Z and P. Diddy. Cause like, I always look at the top, I'm like, you feel me? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but like the folks who's doing like the cute shit, like it's cool, but it's like, I'm trying to change the game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like get the whole community wealth. And to do that, it's like, you gotta get billions. So it's like, I'm looking at the folks who got billions, like Rihanna, Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Kanye, Jay-Z, Diddy, Dr. Dre. That's who I be looking up to, cause it's like, they took the music shit, but then it's like, they made it this colossal, monumental thing that was so much bigger than music. Like you go back, you look at Diddy, it's like, you know, this man has Sean John. This man has Ciroc. This man has De Leon Tequila. That's what I want to do. Like, it's not, I'm great at music, but that's just one of the things I do.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm multifaceted. So it's like, those are the people I look up to, like the folks who really are game changers, because I know I can change the game. I know my brain can change the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say as far as outside of Atlanta, but like I said, that being said, like Future is the guy.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope. So what I'm understanding from you is you're literally trying to change things. You're trying to change the world. Shit. You're trying to change the world.
Yeah.
Not just the part of where you're from, but the world, right? But at the same time, you are a black young man from the United States of America.
Exactly.
We see what's happening out there. Like, we don't really experience it like that. Like a cop pulling up on you, and all the time you're afraid or something like that, right? But from what we're seeing on the news, being black in the United States of America is crazy.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous being black. Like, being black is a crime. It's always been a crime, but in the United States, when it comes to cops, it's dramatic.
Yeah.
And you showed me a video. I don't think everyone else has seen it. It's something that, it's very, you know, like it's deep, you know. But I saw that and I got touched because I've seen the George Floyd situation. I think the whole world saw that, and a few others. But these are people that I don't really know personally, you know. Even though the story was so sad, you know. But when I saw that video and it was you in it, being abused, dog. Beat up. And not only just you, man, like people close to you, your partner. That really touched me, like, dang, they really living that life.
My girl.
Yeah.
And she's not even black, she's Asian.
Dog. So, non-white people are all, you know, at risk, if I may put it that way. Do you think that's like one of, or at least, let me just put it this way, the biggest challenge in this journey that you got going on of changing the world, changing the game? Like, would you say that could be a challenge?
For sure, I would say it's number one. Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, in America, white people do try to hold you back if you're black. I don't have any problem saying it. I don't care who I offend because it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, you saw the video, I could have been killed that day, you know what I'm saying? And they pulled up for a noise complaint. They pulled up for a noise complaint. So it's not like a delusion. So it's like, I think something that was very changing for me and my mindset was like during the BLM shit, like everybody acting like, oh, like black people are right, like cops are the problem. And it's like, yo, we've been telling y'all for 400 years that these folks been abusing us. And then all of a sudden, because you see it on a phone camera, now you won't believe it. All of a sudden, because white people are getting beat up by the police, now you won't believe it. You feel me? So it really pissed me off because it was like, I guess they didn't believe us this whole time, but I be telling folks, like, you saw the video, it's like, bro, like you not speaking up during this time, but it's like you don't even realize that could have been me a week ago. Yo. And then you be in your room crying, screaming, you be in the streets yelling because, oh, Kato got beat up, but it's like George Floyd is me. You know what I'm saying? Trayvon Martin is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, these folks is me. It could have been any one of us. Like, even the Trayvon Martin shit, like, I remember I was around the same age. And it's like, I couldn't tell you how many times I went and got an Arizona, you feel me, in like a white area, you feel me, and was walking back and like folks looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. And it's like I'm a kid going to my crib and I have snacks in my pocket. And he got killed. So it's like, you see these things and you like, yo, like, this is real life. Like, this could happen to me. You gotta be on toes. You gotta have your head on a swivel. Like, it taught me to be so aware of my surroundings. Like, I ain't been robbed, but I ain't gonna say I ain't seen folks that was about to rob me. I just know how to move at this point because it's like, you, like, as a black person in America, all across the board, you feel me? You just gotta have your head on a swivel because folks have it out for you. Not only have they built a system that white people are out to get you, they brainwashed the black community to hate ourselves, you feel me? So I gotta watch for niggas trying to pick me off, trying to fucking steal my car, trying to steal my watches and shit. So it's like, you know, you just gotta have your head on a swivel. You gotta be aware
all the time
of where you at. Yeah, that's why, like, folks is like, oh, like, you know, be careful with South Africa, all this and that. But I be telling them like, yo, like, I could go to Afghanistan and I'm gonna be aware. You feel me? At this point, because like Atlanta, like, really like that. America really like that. You feel me? Like, you can get on the road and then it's like like cops just get behind you and they just target you. So it's like, but I'm a slick ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get in the whip, I'll see 12 behind me, I'll slow down, I'll get behind them, you feel me? They don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm like, these folks ain't finna, you feel me, even be behind me.
And those are survival tactics.
Yeah, survival
pretty much
tactics.
Something all black people in the world, I guess, have gotta, you know, develop. That's actually sad, dog. It's like, it's 2022 and this type of issue still happening. So what you told me actually was like, you actually felt safer touching down in South Africa. But yo, it's crazy because in South Africa, probably not always from the cops, you know, but we also hear of farm killings, like farmers are just gonna kill some, you know, like some black workers or whatever. There was this area dominated by Afrikaner people. So, you know, the history between black people in South Africa and Afrikaners is not a good one because of, obviously, apartheid, as you guys know it. Dog, these people flipped up police vans. They stood over the police vans. They were beating the cops up, you know? And nobody really did anything about it. So these things still really happen worldwide. And it's just so crazy that when we view America, we thinking, damn, they're having it easy that side. Like, I'm trying to leave here and go over there. My life might be better. But you coming here and you telling me you're feeling safer. That's crazy. But damn.
And I think the main reason is because I understand there's some gullies in South Africa. There's some places you shouldn't go. So it wasn't like, oh, South Africa's sweet or it's not dangerous. It was just the fact that, like, at least if I get in the whip and 12 and like a cop gets behind me,
you're not like,
I'm not scared for my life.
yeah.
Cause out there, like you could be, like I said, you saw the video. They almost broke my neck, and they pulled up for a noise complaint.
That's
noise complaint. So in that aspect, yeah, I feel safer out here. Cause it's like as soon as I touch down back there, as soon as I get home, as soon as I get off the plane, as soon as I get in the whip, it's gonna be back. Yeah, it's gonna be back in that survival instinct mode. Every cop I see, it's like, you feel me? And niggas, like everybody will tell you the same thing. Every black and brown person will tell you the same thing out there. They could have nothing in their car. They could be going the speed limit. All the plates is up to date. They got their license. They not doing nothing wrong. Police gets behind them. They're shook. You feel me? Because they do whatever they want. They have they power trip. They have this God complex because they really can do whatever they want. They can shoot and kill a black person and then get leave for 4 months and then be right back on the force in another county. So they don't care. Yeah. Realistically, they don't care.
Yo, that's Apex Kato talking about the biggest challenge hindering a black American trying to change the world. But now, Apex still, I mean, you still got this whole positivity wave going.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, what I picked up from you from the first time we met was like, dog, everything you say, everything like you talk about most of the time, it's just like positivity, limitless. Like the sky is not even the limit. It's like, yo, what's beyond that? You understand? And that brings me back to what Apex is all about. Like, why Apex Kato? How did you even think of it? And what are some of the like motivating factors behind you know, keeping that vision and keeping yourself staying tuned into your values of just like keep going. Like, stuff about Apex.
So I would say like just from an early age, before like I dissect what Apex Kato means, because they both mean something.
Okay.
I grew up and like I remember like I was 6 years old and I was playing soccer, and then I was on the team, and then I was the star player. We won the first championship in the team's history. Next year, my first year playing American football, I was the quarterback. We win the first like national championship in my team's history. You know what I mean? So it's like my first 2 seasons of sports, like I'm winning.
Hold up, this is primary school or
this
high
is
school?
Early.
You
feel me? So then it's like I go on like elementary, middle school, I'm winning state basketball championships. I get to high school, I'm the all-time leading receiver in my high school's history. Yeah. I'm the second fastest person in my high school's history. I have the longest triple jump record in my high school's history. So it's like, I feel like always, I just had this mentality to where I felt like, yo, like, I can be number one, but not only am I saying I can be number one, I know and I'm gonna prove I can be number one. And I got the stats to prove it. And so it's like, it's that number one mentality, you feel me? And so, like, even going on, like, college, I won a conference championship in football my freshman year. My sophomore year, I won a track conference championship, ended up being the 7th fastest person in my college's history. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just had this fucking mentality to where it's like, yo, I can be the best. You feel me? And I remember folks would always try to be like, yo, like, you cocky, you all this, and that. And then it's like, I get number one, what they gonna say? Like, no, I'm not cocky, I just know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm top dog, you feel me? And so when I did the music, I actually started rapping and my name was Majestic and I didn't like it. So I changed it to Drix and then I didn't like that. And then I really thought about it because folks is like, oh, you should be quick with your artist name and all this. But I promise you, I sat in there for weeks and I was just looking at words and I came across Apex, which means the highest point.
Okay.
And so for me, it was like, okay, I can get down with that because I want to strive and climb to be the highest version of myself.
Every time.
And I want it every time, every day. And so not only do I want to be that, everything I do, I want folks to feel like they want to be the highest versions of themselves. You know what I mean? And then Kato, is an African name derived from Catherine, which is my grandma's name.
Oh, okay.
And so it's also the name of one of my favorite people and philosophers, Bruce Lee. His character in the Green Hornet was Kato. On top of that, Kato means all-knowing. So
Okay.
it's like I want to be extremely educated in everything that I can be educated in. You know what I mean? I don't want to just know music. I want to learn about energy, like I was telling you earlier, with like an interest in solar power.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to learn fashion. I want to learn business, finance. I want to learn video. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be one of those guys that just specializes. You feel me? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just don't want to be one of those guys.
Yo.
Because I've always been versatile. You feel me? I was good at all the sports. I was good in the classroom. I was an artist. I was hosting talent shows. You feel me? So it's like, I just like to do a lot of stuff. Keep it interesting.
Apex Kato.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. You heard the meaning behind that. It's filled with intention. It's filled with purpose. He's out here from Atlanta, wrapping it up well. We in South Africa, Zone 4, shout out. It's all the legends from that side. And
Gotta get something.
yeah, oh, you wanna get some of this? You wanna get some of this?
Appreciate you.
This is wild.
Follow me up, gang.
This is wild.
Appreciate you, man.